Hi, my name's Cathy Skipper and I'm a menopause midwife. Welcome to my channel, The Alchemy of Menopause. In this video, I'm going to offer you a guided journey to meet your wiser, older self. And I think this is an important or helpful, at least, aspect of the menopause journey because we're in a liminal phase. So, as we all know, we're coming out of our fertile years, we're going into our what I like to call our sovereign years, and we're in that phase in between. We've come out of one phase, but we're not yet in the new phase. We're in the transformational process, which is liminal. Liminal meaning in between. And so, in those in between moments, it's sometimes really helpful to project a little bit into the future. And, the imaginal realm or the unconscious aspects of the psyche are very prominent in these liminal spaces because basically parts of us that have been buried, parts of us that we haven't acknowledged are going to come through because we need them. We need these buried, neglected, denigrated parts of ourselves in order to be more whole and ready to go on to the next phase. When the caterpillar's in that mushy period, there are these things called imaginal cells, which are actually the cells that will become the butterfly. They're deeply buried and they start to come alive and go into their process during the chrysalis period. And in a way, that's what we're doing by building this relationship with the imaginal realm, with the unconscious, with the internal processes, with these parts of ourself we might have buried or neglected for some reason. So, this is a guided journey to meet your wise elder self. And I would advise you to let go of any expectations and just see what happens. So, first of all, make yourself comfy. Make sure you're in a place where you're not going to be disturbed. You can put me on hold whilst you do that. You can either lie down or sit up with it's good to have your spine straight, and we'll get going. As you're getting ready and getting comfy, I'll just remind you that, this is like a homecoming to a part of yourself that is already there. In a way, when we're working with the imaginal realms, with the internal processes, with the unconscious, we're not in Cronus time, which is very linear, which is to do with the left brain, to do with the masculine principle. We need it. We function in the world with Cronus time. We can't meet people down at the cafe if we weren't all respecting the same time. But when we're doing inner work, or ritual, or ceremony, or working with the unconscious or dreams, time takes on a completely different aspect. And so, in a way, we could say that this wise version of yourself already exists somewhere. She's already within you. So, to do this guided journey, the only real advice, as I said, is not to have any expectations. Don't come out of your mind and drop down into this deeper part of yourself, and approach this with self-love. Self-love, and in a way, awareness and intrigue. How is she going to turn up? What has she got to tell you today? So get relaxed. Close your eyes. You could take a couple of long, deep breaths in order to get the breath going on a more relaxed rhythm. And as you breathe out, release any tensions. You could scan your body very quickly to release anything that's stuck or stagnant. Anywhere you might have anxiety, just breathe into it. And then drop down into your womb space, that beautiful creative center. If you've had a hysterectomy, there's no problem. You have an energetic womb space. Drop down into that center, bringing your attention away from your head, away from your thoughts, away from the day, and deep into your womb space. Settle in. And as you do, you feel the earth holding you. Wherever you are in the world, the earth is there holding you. She holds you all the time. She holds you when you sleep, when you eat, when you work, when you relax, when you relate to your partner or your family, when you hike, when you play music, whatever you're doing, the earth is always holding you and you're always resonating with it. You are part of it. Just tune in to the earth. Now you're settled in your womb space. You tune in and you realize how safe and held you are. And when you're ready, you find yourself in front of a beautiful door, a door you've never seen before, but it's so beautiful. Notice what it's made out of. Maybe it's carved, this beautiful oak with live edges. Or maybe it's a door made out of carved ice. Whatever it is, there's no wrong or right. This is your doorway into the future. So just allow it to arise in whatever form it wants to arrive. It might be a beautiful rainbow door. It could be a huge arch or a small portal in a tree. There's no wrong or right. Just allow the doorway to present itself. You're about to journey into the future. Remember to breathe. And when you're ready, in your own time, you open the door and you enter into a beautiful private space that belongs to your wise future self. You look around, there's no one there, but you take in that space. What's it like? How does it feel? What shape is it? Maybe it's round or long or underground or high up. What type of form? What type of colors? What type of furnishings? What type of lighting? What's in the middle? Allow yourself to really take in this beautiful space you've just stepped into. This is the inner sanctum of your wiser elder self. This is her sacred space. And as she's not there, you just take the time to take it all in. What do you notice? What is her unique environment? You notice the textures she's chosen, the colors she lives within, the shape she spends her time in, the sacred things she may have around her. After a while, you notice a beautiful, huge cushion on the floor and you go and sit down. You feel her space, the earth where her space is holding you. You get settled and you feel good. This feels right. And after a while, you feel her presence entering the space. She comes over and she looks you in the eye, straight in the eye. You look at her straight back. Remember to breathe. What do you notice in her eyes? What color are they? How piercing are they? What is she telling you with her eyes? Just take it in. She's connecting soul to soul. Eyes are the window of the soul. This is your wise elder self. These are the eyes that lead to your soul. You're connecting soul to soul. It's easy because she is you and you are her. And then you start to look at how she's dressed, how she's presenting herself today, how she's turned up for you. And again, there's no right or wrong. There's no shoulds or ought tos in this imaginal realm. She's turned up in the way that is right for her and you today. What are the clothes she's chosen? What are the colours, the textures, the way she presents herself to you, this wise elder version of you? What's her hair like? Does she wear jewellery? What does it tell you about her, her choices, the way she presents herself to the outer world? Once you've taken all this in, you go back to her eyes. They're what draw you to her above all. There's a twinkle in her eyes. What's it saying to you? How do you feel about this wise, beautiful, powerful version of your future wise woman self? How do you feel in her presence? If any emotions come up at this stage or any messages coming through just being with her, allow. Allow her to speak to your soul. Allow her to give you the information that she needs to give you. Allow her to be with you. She loves you. She is you. She's your older, wiser self. She knows it's all going to be okay. More than okay. Remember to breathe. You're feeling comfortable with her. You can talk to her. Maybe you want to tell her about how you're feeling. If you have any anxieties or worries about this period you're going through in your life, things that have been dominating your thoughts or your emotions, she's here for you. She knows it's going to be okay. If you tell her what's worrying you, she can reply. Maybe you're doubting yourself. Maybe you're not sure how maybe you're not sure how you need to move forward during this menopausal stage in your life. If you have any resistances or uncertainties, ask her. If you've got any uncertainties or doubts, share them with her. She's strong enough and wise enough to hold them for you. Remember to breathe and listen to her. Once you've spoken to her, listen to her. Receive her wisdom. It may just come through her eyes, or she may have words for you. It may just come through her energy, her loving energy. Receive from her what you need. Take her counsel with an open heart. What is the message she has for you today? What does she want you to remember? What does she want you to know that will help you to navigate this period in your life? Feel her love, her strength, her wisdom. She did become the sovereign woman that was already and is already within you. She has a gift for you, something that will be helpful on this part of your journey through menopause. Remember to breathe. Just open yourself to receiving the gift. Don't judge it or expect it to be anything. Just allow it to come to you, from her to you. Make sure you thank her for it. Receive and give thanks. You're getting ready to leave, but before you leave, you really tune into her presence. You feel her. You connect with her strength, her wisdom, her beauty. You feel this future wise woman version of yourself filling you up inside, holding space for you from within. You say goodbye, knowing she is already a part of you. She is within you. She's your guide. And most of all, she loves you unconditionally. She will always, always be there for you. You can come back and see her whenever you need. Remember to breathe. You take whatever it is she's given to you. It may be an item, it may be a message, could be a letter, whatever it is. You take it with you and you go and find the door or the portal that you came through. Feeling her with you, feeling that strength of that wise future part of yourself as you come back to today, to your environment, to your stage in life, giving thanks and gratitude for this wild and precious existence. Remember to breathe. Beautiful. Well done. And if you like, you could journal about your experience, make some notes or do some art, represent her in some way in your life, concretize this beautiful journey that you've just offered yourself. Lots of love.